Yes. Okay. I am now sitting with my client, Phoebe Smith. Moving the screen a little bit more. Ordinarily, by the way, I would not be sitting this close with a client because that's not good boundaries. Also, the snake would not be this close, so just note. So Phoebe has, starting after the first session, she has been working on her own on some homework that I gave her, starting deep breathing exercises while seeing an image of a snake on a piece of paper. So deep breathing combined with that, and she has been recording what her, from 1 to 10, how much fear she feels. 1 being no fear at all, 10 being like can't take it fear. So Phoebe, I am so pleased that the homework that you have done, that you have completed the homework.
Yes, I have.
And that the deep breathing techniques seem to have been effective with you so far.
Yes, it has.
And in the past, it's been important that we gradually approach this fear. Throwing you in with a bunch of snakes the first day would not be what we're going to do, and we're not going to do that ever. So your initial fears that you experienced were just with the word itself, the discussion.
Yes.
So how are you feeling sitting here with me right now? What your level of anxiety is talking about snakes?
My level of anxiety is probably an 8, because even though I've done some homework in the deep breathing, this is the first time that there has been an actual snake in the room. In the past, there's been pictures of snakes, talk about snakes, but this is I feel anxious.
Okay, well, I'm very proud, by the way, of how you are talking about that anxiety. I'm going to tell you, I should have done this before, about the snake here. Now, if you will notice, this is Jello. Jello is one of the friendliest snakes in the herpetarium. I actually sometimes visit Jello myself because she's so nice. She does not, she's non-poisonous, and she just eats insects. But her face is away, her head is away, so you can be assured that she's not going to start moving towards you right now. She's asleep, and she's just going to stay asleep.
Is the cage locked?
Oh yes, absolutely. I had some of the workers come over, and she cannot get out of the cage. And to be honest, she wouldn't want to be out of the cage. You would frighten her rather than the other way around. But right now, we're not here about Jello's fear of you. Yeah, we're talking about your anxiety. So we're going to. I would like you to close your eyes, and we're going to perform some deep breathing exercises, just focusing on your breath. And as I say inhale, you will inhale, and then as I say exhale, you will exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Imagine we do a couple more minutes of this. Now open your eyes, Phoebe. Okay. So tell me, after doing some of the relaxation, and understanding that Jello here is not interested in you. Tell me about what level your fear is right now.
Probably still a 5 or 6, because even though I know that he can't get out, I can still see him.
Mm-hmm.
But after deep breathing, I feel a little more relaxed.
I'm glad to hear your feedback about that, and I want to assure you, by the way, that during our therapy and during your time at the zoo, you're never going to, unless you want to, you're never going to have to interact with snakes, but we want to be able to get to the point where you're not being crippled by anxiety just knowing that in the next building, Jello and his friends are going to be there. So we've moved up, identifying kind of a hierarchy of fear, just the discussion of snakes, the word, now the images of snakes, which you've been doing at your home, and now here's the snake in vivo, and as we would say in the business. I would also like to explore a different method of relaxation and see if perhaps this could be an additional tool in your repertoire. So if you will, again, close your eyes and take a deep breath in, exhale. Now you're going to tense up all of your muscles, not to a point as where it's uncomfortable, just, So now I want you to focus on your shoulders and feel them relax. All of the muscles and the bones are relaxing. Sorry. Not the bones. Now focus on your hands. I would like you to tense your hands. And now, little by little, gradually, I need to relax them. Imagine you are letting go. Now, I would like you to tense up your abdomen, your stomach, tense those muscles, and then you're going to start relaxing them little by little, moment by moment. And then tense your thigh muscles, clench them, and then relax those muscles little by little. Inhale, exhale, and open your eyes gradually. So, Phoebe, tell me, how are you feeling after that?
I am still feeling anxious, but still relaxed. Deep breathing really helps my blood pressure come down, and I can think about this a little bit clearer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still concerned, but I want this therapy to work, because otherwise it is quite crippling, and I feel this when I'm on my job and I have to be very strong, be very confident as I walk past several times a day this building.
Well, I'm glad that I am glad that you have returned to check in with me. The work that we do here is important, but also the fact that despite the fear, despite knowing that you're going to come here and we will in some form talk about snakes, that you have come back. I hope you have a sense of self-efficacy, of a sense that you've accomplished something at this point. You're beginning to learn new skills.
Yes, my job really depends on this, and the less fear and anxiety I have when crossing this building and starting my day, the better I feel and the better I can relate with my coworkers.
And I remember you told me initially when you had come in here being referred from your work that you were considering quitting this position, even though the zoo informed you and me that you were the most valuable penguin expert at the zoo. And I know how much, as you said, how very much you enjoy working with the penguins. Oh gosh, sorry, dog. So when you leave today, imagine like 40 minutes have gone by, you're going to take home with you some more work with the snakes. Continue the deep breathing exercises
Yes.
at least once a day. Add in some deep muscle relaxation. Here is a CD which I am giving you with some instructions about the relaxation that will help walk you through the exercises, and you can just stick it in, close your eyes maybe sometime in the evening. It can be a relaxing thing before sleep anyway. So okay, Phoebe has left the building, imagine. So ultimately, after 6 sessions with the client, Phoebe feels that she has successfully overcome her fear of snakes. She has reported that she has gone into work. She actually chose to enter the herpetarium to visit Jello because she felt a bond with him ultimately through the therapy. So she has gotten very accustomed to using deep breathing exercises and making sure she's never getting to the point where she is feeling so afraid that she has no control over her emotions. She told me in the last session that although coming across a snake in her path, for example, unexpectedly, would be uncomfortable to a degree and shocking, she would feel confident enough in her skills to cope with the situation and also to realize after our work together that the snake is not trying to come after her, and that in fact the snake is more afraid of her. So those cognitive pieces, as I have during the various sessions, which you may not have seen all of, walked her through while she has been feeling some anxiety, learning more about snakes and Jello in particular, combining that with the systematic desensitization in vivo that we have been doing here. Some systematic desensitization would not include that kind of cognitive element, but during the initial assessment, and it was found that that would be a more likely, a good thing. In the end, she no longer meets the criteria for fear of snakes. I have let her know that she can come back anytime she wants. Her employer also knows that, but has expressed pleasure at being able to have her valuable presence as a penguin expert, and knowing that she's not going to quit, because that would be bad for the penguins. My name is Rosemary Wilson. I am a licensed clinical social worker, and this has been a brief example of the use of systematic desensitization in a session with a client using an in vivo exposure method.